you. This is live.
No.
Oh, okay. I love his, his style. He definitely has had my back. Just meeting him, words of encouragement and inspiration and all that. So, my journey of 2026 was to become a community person in my community, but also be a leader like I am now, advocating. I am now the vice president of the Mill Creek Advisory Council. So I will be the president starting in February, the Mill Creek Advisory Council. I'm a poet, a singer. I used to rap and things like that. I had my own water ice stand. I wore leopard like every day. That's my niche. I am a person that builds, love, and creates knowledge in my community. I love to outreach with people in my community. So, a testimony this week is that I reached out to my community, which businesses and organizations in my community. So I reached out to an organization called Kirkbride on 48th Street with the women, letting them know what I have going on. Last month my organization started a social hour at the center, 4700 Brown Street, which is actually a success. So the women been coming out. When they started coming out, they wasn't saying anything. We had arts and crafts and snacks. They didn't know me, I didn't know them. They just started coming out. So they started coming out and they were consistent. Monday, Tuesday, and Friday were coming. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna give these women hot meals. It was not just for the women; it was for the men too. So I cook. I'm not really a cooker, but I do follow recipes. So they look forward to my meals. Just hearing some women and how they are treated in their living conditions in the shelter. So what they did, the weather changed up. I said, okay, February, we're gonna do the same thing. The weather changed up. I said, okay, I'll give you some rides. Anybody need rides to the activities and programs? Call me up. They didn't know when they started calling me up. I did like twice. I actually took some women to Drexel basketball game. I work for Drexel part-time, a community connector. So the women started coming. So yesterday, it was so cold. It was cold yesterday. It was freezing. So they got me doing Black History on Saturday, too. So I'm always at the center from 10 to 12. I'm like, nobody's going to show up. Whatever. When I tell you, my women showed up, and they showed up more than 1, 2, 3. I'm like, oh my goodness. I got coffee, snacks. I always say good hospitality pays off. You understand what I'm saying? I know how I want to be treated. And they was coming in packs. And their living situation is, it's like 2 blocks. And it was cold. Some had on hoodies. They didn't have the winter attire on, but they came. When I tell you, they started cleaning up. They was doing arts and crafts. They was doing games. We had people that used to live in Mill Creek came here and participated because everybody was just engaging with each other. And we also had our winter coat drive. So they was just like, everybody was there. I'm like, oh my God, the women, they came out. And I was like, oh, they're in the building. And I'm looking at the arts and crafts. So, we're going to have an art exhibit at the end of the month. It's like, oh, for real? Yeah, they want to show off their art. So it's like anything to keep them consistent, to keep them focused. I'm going to bring it out. I said, okay, I got to have some type of programming. So my president was helping me out, like, okay, between 2 and 2:45, you can have some programming to find out what's the need. How can we help these women? We don't stereotype anyway. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a regular folk. I'm a regular folk that's going to talk to you. We can have all the organizations and partnerships coming, but we need people to reach those regular folk. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody's not on social media. We have our seniors. Everybody doesn't have telephone. So you see, I'm on the street like, hey, da-da-da-da. Because I'm not always just like that. I have one eyelash to fight and stay on, one stay off. It'd be crazy. It'd be real. I'm just a realist. You understand what I'm saying? So I never say no, and I don't like the people that say can't. You know what I mean? But I love that the women are being consistent. Being warm, like they're warming up to me. They're speaking. They didn't speak before. They're showing their colors. And we had people that work for stuff that they gave clothes and, to the women. They had like hoodies and dicky sets. So I'm always attentive. People always give back. I link up with people. I love to link up with people. I call it community nosy. So you need to know something, they can call me. I'm a head jumper. Like, you can't just tell me no. I'm hitting supervisor. I'm over everybody's head. You cannot tell Lady Q no. I don't need a crowd. I'll go by myself. I will jump heads. Listen, and I love that I'm available at any time. You can call me or whatever like that. Like I told them today, I have like a little video, like a little podcast I do called Volume Speaks Philly from Lady Q. So I always say good morning, good morning, good morning. You can get that good morning phone call, you can get that good morning text, you can get that good morning walk. I'm saying good morning to you. I love to meet and greet. You have the opportunity to wake up, so that means you have a choice of everything you want to do. So I do this every day. Every single day I do this. If it's the nighttime eating, I do this because it's what you want to do. That means you have a second chance to do. If yesterday you couldn't put your shoes on, the day you can bend up and put your shoes on, that you check the goal low. You then did something. Yes, you know what I'm saying? You then did something. So I take it like, take the opportunity that he gives you and run with it. You know, and that's plain and simple. And that's just me. You know, I was a bartender. They had to sit me down. My legs started swelling up. My thyroid, I got big, it was crazy. But I put people in position like, okay, I need you to bartend. So I got guys saying, I got to sit you down. I said, what did I do? And my leg was swelling up. I was back and forth in the ring. I said, what did I doing? So I had to like really sit down. But then like, all right, I'm going to drive an Uber. You can't tell me no. You can't tell me I can't. They call me hustle mind. You can't tell me that. You know, you can't tell me no. If I could get up in the morning, I could do something. If I got the limp, I wore the same boot for probably a month and a half. I'm going to do it. You understand what I'm saying? But I want to show these women that it is possibilities. It is A and B plan. It's a whole alphabet. Work with it. You know, work with whatever you have to do. So I said, I promised myself, I said, I didn't even work this morning. I said, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to come to you guys. So I said I was coming. And I said, I'm going to work after this. But I like to be positive, stay consistent, and keep my word. I'm like a lady that keeps her word. You know, and I want people to do that with me. You understand what I'm saying? I just like do that. If I can't help you, I'm going to find somebody that will, but I won't give up and try. Like I told a young lady, this is my last. She doesn't have money coming in, whatever like that. So I gave her my DoorDash account, but I drove her around to make money on my DoorDash account, and I let her have it. Right. You know, so that was my time. Like, okay, I can drive and do that. That's yours. You understand what I'm saying? And people, you have to give people that energy because they feel like it's the end of the world, you know, and it's always A and B opportunities. So I love to exist and humble. Then I went home and went to bed after that, but it's not, you gotta like start having like a starter, like a gas. I'm gonna put gas in you, you understand what I'm saying? So you can sit there and do what you gotta do. Whatever you choose to do, I just like to help people. I don't like people to be at home and be like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. Because you think negative. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So anyway, I'm not rich, but I will assist. And God blesses me every day. With he blesses me. He's like, girl, I got you again. I'm like, so when he got me, I got somebody else. Right. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. I got somebody else. I be tired. My kids is grown. You understand? I got to find them on Instagram, you know. They just be doing them. But they like, my mom doing that community thing. I'm with God giving. He gave me this gift. Right. So it's like, all right, I'm going to share it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to be you. You know, people will follow you being yourself. Trying to stuff. You don't have to be like everybody else. You understand what I'm saying? But one person can help another person. That person going to tell another person. And that's how we all work together and link up. So that's my testimony today.